I know you guys have taken some other approaches too to get people on board, get creative, have fun. So I did want to take the chance to ask you guys, what are some of the more creative, more successful things that you've done to really kind of pull your employees together, have a chance to have fun, and bring cybersecurity to the front stage? Donna, do you want to take that?
Well, yeah. So this year, good, because everything's virtual right now, we're really trying to come up with something. And I don't want to let it all out of the bag because I kind of want to leave it as a surprise.
We won't tell anyone.
Yeah, I know. We won't tell anyone except they're going to see this. But, business email compromise. It's a spoof of the big names in the organization. And so from our county manager, there's spoofs. And so, October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Halloween, it's dress up. And so there's going to be a little bit of a match game with business email compromise and a dress up. So that's something that's coming along that's going to be a little fun, I think. We are organizing a family feud of sorts for teams, departments to do. We're hoping to get that one through. That's a couple of ideas that we have in the mix. But the big one was just anytime we do an awareness module, we like to tell who's the first person who gets it done, like the first team that gets it done. The first one, and then Captain America, he has the Johnson County logo on his shield. He went to a team last year, and so we have so he's up for he's getting ready to get passed along. So we're waiting to see who's going to be the first one to be for this round. And it's a tight race right now, but it's so much fun because it's like, he's a plastic toy with a plastic sticker. But it's a motivator because people say like he's there's something to it. And so it's just things like that, just ways just to make just to encourage people just a little bit different. I don't have to monetize it necessarily, but also it's just trying to do something from the virtual realm is that's been the challenge that we've run into. But I think what we have right now might be might be something entertaining for the gang. Especially I'm looking forward to doing the whole dress up one because I already know I've got some crazy people that I work with that I can see them coming up with some wild stuff right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I'd like to say we do competitions, but we don't do near enough. And that's something we're trying to integrate more. Yeah, we've got big plans for October too, and one of those plans is we're actually going to do what we call a fishing tournament, fishing with the PH, where we're going to divide the whole lab into teams, and we're going to run several fishing drills throughout the month. And the top, I can't remember how many, at least the top 5, probably the top 10 teams who report the fish, have the best reporting numbers, will win prizes. Nothing big. We're, as a government entity, we're not allowed to give away anything that's really pricey or
right.
significant. We give out things like nice coffee mugs and little tool kits. But as far as the best idea, I still think that this is one of the best ideas I ever had. Is these little squeeze fish, these little stress fish. But like Donna says, you can't give these. We still try to give them away. Even though we're all virtual, we use our mailing service to get things out. But I started doing this almost as soon as I got to INL, started giving these out. And I changed the species or the color scheme every year. And you can see behind me, this is our 5th. We're working on our 6th. But you'd be surprised how many of these you see around the lab. People on people's cubes, on their cube walls, by their monitor. People are proud of them and they're happy to have them. And we've been able to, my team, who's much more creative and smarter than I am, they have come up with all sorts of different ways to use these. as a motivator, as branding, to, again, to make the program fun, and again, to help people remember cybersecurity. So that's probably one of the best things that I came up with. Behind me, you can see a little spinny wheel that we use, and that's an idea that my team picked up on. Going back to what Donna said at the very beginning, this is one of the ways we get feedback, is we actually go out and do in-person events where we make ourselves available in the cafeterias, we make ourselves available in the lobbies of the buildings, and say, hey, we're going to be, and we send out an invite. We're going to be here at X o'clock, and we're going to be here for an hour. You can come earn a fish by answering a cybersecurity question, or asking a cybersecurity question. Or if you've got 2 pink fish and you want a blue, you can come and swap fish. Again, using what we've already got. But that's a great way to get feedback, because people will come to us and they'll ask us questions. They'll also tell us what they think about certain things. But that in person is really hard with COVID. So again, what my team came up with was, let's do a virtual booth. So rather than setting up a booth, in a lobby or in a cafeteria, we send out an invite and say, you can join this meeting, this online meeting, and we remind them, you only have to come for a couple minutes. You don't have to stay for the whole time. You can just come, ask a question or get a question answered, and then jump off. You don't have to stay for the whole time. And we use the spinny wheel just like they would in real life, except I get to spin it every time instead of letting somebody else do it. So it's trying to take that step away from the in-person and making the virtual similar. And it works really well for the folks in our lab that kind of miss the camaraderie, miss the collaboration, miss being in the same office with their workers. So those are some of the ideas that we've had that seem to have really made a big difference.
New episodes of Cyberwork are available every Monday at 1 p.m. Central. And don't forget to claim your free month of Infosec skills. Sign up using the code CYBERWORK and you'll get unlimited access to hundreds of courses, hands-on labs, certification practice exams, skills assessments, and more. Use code CYBERWORK for Infosec skills.